My online coaching business has brought in $22,000 in just 2 months from one-to-one coaching pretty much alone. And I'm going to share with you how I actually did that, some of the shifts I made to get this result, because this was a really big result for me. This is 2x, and I talk a lot about 2xing your income, but this was 2x from what I made last year in that same period, in those same 2 months. And there have been some big shifts I made over the last year to get me to this place and to get that result in literally just 60 days in my business. So I'm going to walk you through what are the things that I actually changed. What are these shifts that actually happened over this year to actually get that result in just 2 months. The first thing is I have kept track over the last year and beyond in my business, to be honest, but especially more recently, I keep track of what actually gets me results. I keep track of where my clients are coming from. I keep track of where my leads are coming from. I keep track of what content is working, what is actually getting me results essentially. And I only do these things. Seriously, goodbye to everything else. I let go of every single thing else in my business. I don't do things just for the sake of doing things. And I think there's so many business owners that are stuck in this cycle of feeling like we need to do certain things. So we do them just because we feel like we need to do them. We do them just because we hear other people got success with them, or we hear other people, this worked really well, or we should do reels because they're really popular, etc. But actually, if something isn't getting you results, either fix it or cut it. That's the 2 options. We're not just continuing doing something just for the sake of doing something, hoping that it'll turn around, hoping it'll suddenly work really well for us. We're not playing that game. We do not have time for that. So really figure out what actually does get you results. Where have the clients come from? Where have the leads come from? Where have the engagement on the posts come from? What has worked really well for you? And just do these things. Double down on these things, because if you just did that for 2 months, your results are going to skyrocket with this alone. The second thing is I treated my business like an actual business. I really started showing up for my business in a way that I had never have before. I don't ever question, now, am I going to keep going with this? This isn't even an option. This is the plan A and the only plan. There is no plan B from this. This is the thing, and I'm showing up for it like a business. Showing up isn't optional. I'm not saying, yes, I talk about freedom a lot in business, and I have the freedom to be able to say, I'm not going to work tomorrow. And I can completely decide that if I want to, but I know I'm not going to. I do the things I need to do. I've decided for myself long ago, I post 5 times a week on Instagram. I post 7 YouTube videos a week. I'm showing up to my email list twice a week. I've decided these things. These are standard. These are set in stone for me. And I show up for the things I need to do. I just do the things that I need to do, and I put in the work. And the more I've started treating it like an actual business, where I do need to put in the work, where, I can have a day off, but I'm not going to do that every single week, because I know I'm not going to get, the sales and the growth that I want if I'm just showing up half-ass all the time, essentially, and I'm just, I'm doing the things I want to do when I feel like it. Instead, I'm just showing up when I actually need to and doing what I actually need to. Again, making it not hard from that first part that I shared of only doing the things that actually get results. It's not hard. There's not a huge laundry list of things to do, but I'm showing up for the things I do need to do. The third thing is I really doubled down on selling, because honestly, the more you're selling your offers, the more sales you're going to make. It's just math at this point. So really doubling down on sales. I am selling more than I ever have. I'm really focusing on sales in my business, not just marketing. And again, I see a lot of service providers just focusing on marketing in their business and thinking marketing and sales are the same thing. And, just marketing, just putting out content and saying, yeah, I did sales, but no one's bought. Have you actually had any sales conversations? Have you actually pitched your offer at all? Have you actually directly sold something to someone? No? Then okay, that's not really sales. Let's focus on sales a little bit. So actually spending some time in the sales area of your business, actually diving into that and just spending more time speaking to more people about your offer, sharing about your offer more, talking about it more on stories, pitching it at the end of your posts, whatever that is for you, talking more about your offer so every single person in your audience knows exactly what you're selling. And the fourth thing I did was I stopped hiding away and playing small. I used to think, and this happens so much, I used to think, I couldn't possibly post that often. People would get so annoyed with me. I've already posted on my stories 4 times today. I can't possibly say anything else. 20 story slides would be way too many. That's too long of an email. All those types of conversations, and they do not help you at all, because it means that you're not, getting out as much as you need to. It means that you're not really, front of mind for your ideal client when they're looking for someone to hire, because they've seen someone else fully show up, fully own their space, and that's the person they're going to hire at the end of the day. So I really shifted this, and I just really let myself and also my content just take up space. I gave my offers the stage time they need. I talked about my offers more than ever. I didn't just think, I spoke about my one-to-one yesterday and no one signed up for it yesterday, so why would I speak about it today? I don't have those conversations with myself anymore. I don't think like that anymore. I fully show up and I fully talk about it, and I play full out essentially every single time I am showing up online. And then the final thing is I really simplified my entire business. I looked at everything in my business, from content to client onboarding, and I simplified the heck out of everything so that I can actually put out more and do more and have a higher output essentially in so much less time. It's so much easier for me to do things now than it was a year ago, and I'm posting 2 or maybe 3 times as much content as I was a year ago. So really shifted things in there of just how simple things actually are in my business, and just made it really easy for me to run this business, made it really easy for me to do things, and just made things so simple so I can focus my time and attention on the areas that matter, like selling even more, like posting more content and showing up in more places, like engaging with my people and just actually having conversations with people. I have time for all of those things because I've simplified things. So those are the 5 shifts I made to make 22K in 2 months as an online coach, and literally 2x, so many 2s in this, so literally just 2x my income within a year from what it was those 2 months ago, in 2023. So if you found this helpful, make sure you give this video a like, make sure you subscribe as well, because I share so many valuable tips and tricks on everything from content, marketing, and sales as an online service provider, and how you can actually get more clients at the end of the day. So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the daily videos there, and I will see you in the next one tomorrow.